I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
This is my absolute favorite zombie movie. Let's go.
I seriously don't think you can ask for a better intro than that. That was
I
just
tried
good,
to
dude.
think of one. I couldn't. I will watch this movie infinitely amount of times. It's English, right?
It was close enough. They will understand. The excitement took you over. They got it, dude. I will say this, and we said it last week. We had fully intended to do this.
Yeah.
At some point. I tried. I thought I was going to find it for us. I don't know when, because
It was season 1. We were like making people try to guess.
and so I have no point of reference without going back to listen to see if we said, "Hey, we made a pivot, and this
Yeah.
was a surprise."
It's too long ago.
It's a lot of episodes to have to listen through. Well, I guess not. There only so many would have a connection to zombies, so
That's true.
Maybe only like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
I'll
the
do the
Dead
work.
Snow movies. Did we do both of them?
No, we only did one,
did one.
but also the Kung Fu Hustle beer might have also been something that could have worked for some. There's a couple, there's a
yeah.
few, dude. Again, that's the thing. I'd still have to look at all the beer names. All right, but so the
Too
point,
much work. Fuck it.
Yeah, the point is that we did almost do this one time.
Yes.
We both do enjoy this movie. I love zombies. We have done
Other zombie
several
shit.
zombie
Yeah.
movies. I'm glad that we came back.
Me too.
I'm glad that we finally found a way to do. I mean, we knew we were going to come back to it at some point.
Yeah.
Certainly had a decent idea that this would be the time. Loose ends. What's what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Makes sense. This is almost like the ultimate loose
Yeah,
end.
because it's the episode that didn't happen.
Yeah, and it goes back the earliest.
Yeah, like I took notes. I had a notebook. It was when we were doing like scene by scene shit.
Yeah.
And then it just disappeared. It's gone into the ether.
It's all right. We're not doing that now. It
No.
might have distracted you from the new format, so we don't need that.
Yeah, fuck
It's
that.
okay. But yeah,
Too
so
much work.
we're here. We're gonna have fun. It's all about Kentucky today,
Yeah, this movie takes place in Kentucky.
and that's our segue for our
The
beer.
Sawstone Brewing's Dusty Bottoms Kentucky Common. Hang on, it's too far away and I'm blind. A light-bodied, grainy sweetness with a notes of caramel and chocolate. 5%.
Here,
Just
here.
read- I'm just
All
reading
right,
the can.
Shakespeare.
And whereupon this day I hath had a grand ale of Sawstone Brewing.
But so yes, he is our Kentucky Common, and that's what it was for the longest time on the menu. Dusty Bottom is like a rebranding, but yeah, they've had it on since the beginning. This is where that pre-Prohibition that you wanted to say before.
Yeah, this is like the
comes
first
from.
beer I had when I went there.
It is a type of beer that was sold in Kentucky until Prohibition, and then it wasn't, and it just never took favor back
never came
after
back.
it came back. Yeah, it was
But
suffered.
they're resurrecting the recipe, and it's really good.
Well, and a lot of it's very popular in Kentucky craft brewing.
Obviously.
Yeah, lots of people do it. But yeah, they are most of them all are using actual recipes
If you're
from
gonna start a brewery in Kentucky, you kind of have to have one.
You should. You certainly should.
Yeah, you have to. It's a requirement. I'm gonna come judge you. I'm gonna come to your brewery and be like, "What? No Kentucky Common? Shut it down. Just turn them off.
You heard it here first.
Go back in the lab. Come up with a recipe, and then you can start again.
If any of you breweries see Bo walk in the door,
you know what's up.
should
Better
be-
have that Kentucky Common ready.
you should be scared and ready to fight for your lives.
Yeah, me versus 150 angry beer breweries. I
Mhm.
think I'm gonna lose. I'll give it hell, but I think I'll lose. Do I get any weapons?
I don't know if we're gonna let you have weapons, sir.
I gotta go in bare fist. Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
It is what it is.
Great content for the channel, though. You know, just Bo gets the fuck beat out of him by a bunch of Gen Z brewing company people with their fucking iPhones and shit. I'm sorry.
Well, then you better remember to bring your camera, sir. Turn it on before you start.
I'll make Chuck go with me. Put it on both channels.
All right. But yeah, so this is our way to both give props to Sawstone because we love them and they're our local brewery. But this is the winner, right?
Of
We've been
the
following
Battle of the Beers, right?
We've been following this battle of the beers, so we needed to come to the conclusion, tell you guys the winner. This is the winner.
Winner and still champion, Kentucky Common.
Makes me happy that we didn't do it while it. I'm glad that we were always just shy of doing things on purpose.
Yeah.
So that way we didn't have to do this twice. Like we wouldn't have done it then and then come back to do it as the winner.
Yeah, remember this one?
Here we are again. We found another one. Although I guess with the Dusty Bottoms, we probably could have done that pretty easy.
We could have ignored the Kentucky Common. And,
yeah.
I don't know, watched another Western.
But since we've both been drinking it since it was only known as the Kentucky Common, it was just felt the most appropriate thing. And Kentucky and Louisville
and
zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
So
just because.
Yeah. Well, it was Kentucky. I just needed a way.
It's all our fault. It's Kentucky's fault that the zombie epidemic happened. I'm so sorry.
It is. Well,
two dipshits in Louisville ruined it for everybody.
I would say the military ruined it for everybody because they're idiots.
Yeah.
On multiple levels.
And they do make it way worse at the end, too, don't they? Typical military solution to anything, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Just blow it the fuck up with a small nuke.
That's what I'm saying, though. That was the military is more of a. I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and start.
The rain will wash away our sins.
Let's get this started here.
Who made Return of the Living Dead?
So this is a long, complicated, intricate web of a story to tell.
Does that make the best B movies though?
It does, and it's weird for me to start that before I tell you directors because again we used to not care.
Yeah, we used to not give a shit. Good old days.
The director is a big part of. Well, maybe not the full web, but he's a big part of this movie in a lot of ways. So we'll start the writers. I think this time because
we'll get to him.
His part of the puzzle is a little bit or let's keep it with the web. His part of the web is a little bit further away. We need to wait to weave that part.
We have to start with the guy who pinned it to paper.
There you go. And so that's going to be, give me a second to find it because we had multiple writers here. John Russo. John Russo is a writer who also wrote Night of the Living Dead. And I know everybody at home, they're going to be like,
it's George Romero.
And it was. They both wrote it together.
Yeah.
Say it with me. Together.
Because what's gonna work? Teamwork.
But yeah, so they wrote that one together. They then, though, after making it, had talked to each other, and they both had different ideas on what the sequel story would be and where the thought of this would go.
And they got a big fist fight. And they're out in the yard. They're like, no, I want zombies that eat brains and talk. And they're like, no, I wanted to be, slow shuffling monsters. Right?
No. Not at all.
Way to ruin my headcanon.
Sorry. They both basically just were like, cool. Well, then how about...
Not nearly as fun.
How about you make the movie you want to make? I'll make the movie I want to make.
I guess that's all noble and everything.
It was good, dude.
Yeah.
And it's the reason...
They can still be friends.
Well, think about it. Would you want to live in a world where we don't have both?
No, because if I hadn't have got this one and I was just left with the Romero zombies, I'd be like, oh, I'm kind of sad.
So this is what I'm saying. But I also still appreciate the other.
No, I love those, but they don't make me laugh hysterically halfway through the movie.
And so yes, the comedy comes into this one through way of our director. See,
Sir?
I told you we'd get there, but we needed to start with our
Segued
first person.
into it. So the writer didn't want this to be funny.
Well, he just wrote what would have been a more
grounded.
Well, it was just that let's just leave it at this. He had a full story that he had written, like an actual story.
Okay.
And it was based on that. And so that's what he shopped to people. And then, like studios do studio things.
That's great. But if we do this and you add some Coca-Cola placement, we'll give you money for it.
So there you go. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so that gets us to our second writer, who is our director. It's our twofer. And so that's going to be Dan O'Bannon. Dan O'Bannon is the one who signed on and was like, I have some things to say.
I got a couple ideas I'd like to do. First of all, I want to direct. Secondly, the script. A little dull. Need to spice it up.
Let's make it kind of funny.
Let's put some funny in here.
And so he basically took
borderline slapstick.
Essentially, he took the outline of a story and then wrote a different story, right? You know, so like he like wrote a story within the story, within the world of the other story.
Abbott and Costello meet the zombies.
Almost.
Like, especially the beginning bit with Fred and Frank.
Those two through the whole thing are like
right.
That.
It's like, you ever wanted to see Abbott and Costello turn into zombies? Here you go.
But so yeah, Dan O'Bannon came on as the director. He is not a director that I expect you to know a lot of things he directed. That's why I'm glad he's also on our writer tab. Although I would have said this about him anyway, because you will know some of the things he wrote. Okay. He wrote some big ones. He wrote Alien.
Nice.
And is therefore credited on 9,000 other projects.
All of the other Alien shit.
Yes, he is credited in everything. The brand new
TV
show.
show.
Yeah, everything. He's credited in everything. So yeah, he's, you know him. But on top of that, he also wrote Total Recall.
Nice. The remake or the old one?
The old one, because he's credited as story write
in both of them.
Yes, yeah. So,
get that check, brother. Hell yeah.
I think he might have been screenwriter or something like that for the first one, or like I don't know if he's necessarily where the original story came from, right? Because that's like a guy.
Fuck, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
Coming soon, Total Recall, which is the best.
Yeah, well, the first one. Don't even.
We'll save it. We'll bullshit him until the end. Like, oh, maybe.
No. Mm-hmm. So he also though wrote Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
He's written some things that
so
people
you get a credit on the 2000 one too.
Probably because he wrote that. Yeah. I want to say that one was definitely like again like. Some of them were screenwriter / story writer, maybe not the full what we saw things. That one, it was literally like original ideas by, original this by. Like, I mean, like that one was him.
Nice. Fuck yeah. I love all of these movies. This guy's awesome.
And this, like 100%, like the things you can say about this, you can say because of him. I don't know how much of all of the things, because you already mentioned two of them. This movie is special for two very specific reasons. This is the first time zombies craved brains. And the first time they were able to say brains. Because before this,
not even just brains, they talk full sentences. We get the half lady who like exposition dumps on us halfway through the movie, like, oh, it hurts to be dead, that's why we eat the brains,
it dulls the pain.
So it's a drug. Only for a little while.
It's a drug.
Yeah, because as soon as she eats Mohawk Kid's fucking brain, she's just like,
euphoria.
I feel better now.
But yeah, both of those are special and created in this franchise, and now is just part, like
part of zombie lore.
Well, because we now live in a world where there are fast zombies, slow zombies, rambling zombies, blah 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 blah. But we all understand this one. This is the one that cartoons use.
Yeah, anytime there's like the Animaniacs, it's a fucking episode where everybody's a zombie,
and so we all understand. And it's because of this. Yep. This is when, because Night of the Living Dead was not this. Night of the Living Dead
they don't talk. They just kind of go.
Yes, and they're slow, rambling,
shuffling.
Yeah,
very. They're not even very decayed. I get it because it's the '60s, but they did their best.
It is what it
is. This movie, though.
Well, this movie went for it too.
The practical effects are so good.
They went for everything. We do have two more writers before I wrap everything up, but these were the most confounding and weird, and that's why I have to tell you part about it, because I didn't see anything in trivia, I didn't see anything anywhere else. I just know that they wrote.
They're just kind of here.
And so one is Rudy Richie, like Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he pronounced it. That's one of those types of names where it's like, I bet you, depending on where their family came from,
probably
they might pronounce it different.
I'm from Maine. It's Richie.
Or, I'm not going to pretend like I know for sure that it's like the
country
actress.
Of origin.
Yeah. Thank you. Call back to that. Country of origin, please. Can I have the country of origin? So, yeah, I'm not sure about where. And then also Russell Striner. Both of these are people who were actors in the original Night of the Living Dead.
Okay. What the fuck does that have to do with this one?
Absolutely nothing, and I don't know why they're writers. It wasn't in the trivia. It wasn't, like I was saying, it's not.
Were they like
anywhere.
down
You
and
can't find
out, and O'Bannon was like, we'll cut you a check.
Well, but it wouldn't have been
We'll throw your name on.
Well, if anything, it would have been Russo, right?
Oh yeah, it would have been
because he's the one that would have known the two guys. Yeah. I don't know.
Hey man, they're like homeless. Can we like give them a credit so they can get some money?
What's funny, and I think is a great segue to our cast. Off of, again, like, I'm not going to tell you anything but about those two guys because I don't know anything about their involvement here. Other than I will tell you that
coming for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, one of them is one of the really important characters. You know, he's there the whole time, the characters. So, yeah, like, one of them is, you'd know him.
Barbara's brother.
You'd know him if you were watching. You'd see his picture, and instantly you would just be like, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, not so much, but again, like, it's, I don't know why their names are even on this, dude. I couldn't find anything that really.
I feel like somebody was just being nice.
I have no idea. But on the fact that you thought it might have been Dan O'Bannon handing out the role, he did do that in the movie. And we'll start with this. Not
in any particular order.
Just because it was a good segue into our cast here. He did give one character their role, and that was Casey. Oh no. Was it Casey? Give me a second. I gotta look at my names and double check here. Yeah, it was Casey.
Jules in the blue dress.
Jules Shepard.
Kind of mohawk. The one Chuck kept trying to bang.
The one that, the female of what was essentially the mod couple, right? Like, they weren't punks.
Yeah. Just hung out with punks.
Well, right, though?
Yeah.
You would agree. Well, I mean...
It's John the Mod and his girlfriend, right?
Tina also...
Yeah, no, she did not fit in this group at all.
Some of them were punks and some of them were not.
Right.
This is a weird group of friends.
Tina, who's like suburban cheerleader chick.
Okay. So let's start. Like I was saying,
eclectic group.
Casey, though, was someone that was given a part just because she knew Dan O'Bannon. She was a stripper.
Oh, nice.
But she did not want she was offered the part of trash.
I'm not doing stripping anymore.
She was like, please.
That's all anybody wants. I mean, come on, man. You've seen my tits before. You paid $500 to have the private session, you know. It was the 80s. Come on.
But yeah, so it did at least happen. Dan O'Bannon did. He did bring one person into the movie.
He wanted her to be the naked chick dancing, but she's like, "Nah, I'm good. Well, I'll be the party chick."
In all fairness, it wasn't even that. He was just, again, he was a guy in the 80s who knew a girl who did that, and so he was just,
we need a stripper. I know one.
Naturally, he was just like, what do you want to do? The thing that you do?
He just caught her when she was a retired stripper.
He just caught her when she was like, I think I'm ready to not be doing this. I don't want to do further this. Yeah. It's okay. It worked out, I think.
I liked her. I'm glad she's one of the, like, well, not really survivors, but like the last people to, because at the end of the movie.
Would have been survivors
if the military didn't fuck up that bad.
But so now let's go back and do this the way we should. We'll start with our big and work our way down. So we're gonna start with the not the biggest, but certainly the one that I think is the most relevant for us, and that's our boy Freddy. Freddy is played by Tom Matthews. Thom Matthews, which is the same joke we made when we did this before for Friday the 13th, part 6.
It's the best Tommy Jarvis
from the best Friday the 13th.
From the best Friday the 13th.
So yes, we probably talked about him.
This movie got him that role. You know it did.
I don't know if it's that. No, it had to be. You remember earlier you asked me.
Yeah, because this one came out first, right?
Yeah, it had to have. But look, like he's a bit
bulkier. Younger.
He's a bigger dude as Tommy Jarvis.
Right.
He's kind of scrawny here.
Not a gangly teenager anymore.
But yeah, so Tom Matthews, returning person. We're not gonna say a lot about him, but we gotta give our cool shout out to somebody who was here for our month-long marathon of Friday the
13th.
And again, as Bo said, the best Tommy Jarvis. No knocking you, Corey Feldman. We see you,
but you were a kid.
This guy
is like what you turned into. So it's
in
a
the best
compliment.
way.
It's a compliment, if anything.
Because you don't want to turn into the one from 5.
No.
We'll use that as our segue point to 2 more people
who were in Friday the 13th.
Part 5.
Part 5.
Both of them, ironically enough. And that's going to be Suicide and Spider. That's right.
Yeah.
Suicide and Spider. We got some great names.
Punk ass fucking 80s names here.
So, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if you paid attention to this. So the 3 punks, and I'll go back to our 2 guys, but our 3 punks are Spider, Suicide, and Scuzz. There's all S's for the punk guys. No, because again, Chuck doesn't count. Chuck's
no, he's
punk.
a mod. He's just kind of hanging out with the punks because he wants to bang one of them.
No, Chuck and Casey, they're the mods. C's. They're both C's. You see what they did here?
Yeah.
You see what they did here? Freddie and Frank are related.
Yeah, he's like his nephew or something.
That's uncle and nephew. So the F's are. Can you see what they did here? They
and Tina, the T, just odd man out.
Like you were already
saying. Like I said,
yeah. Okay, we gotta stop. We're getting all over.
Wow,
the place.
this script is deep, man. I didn't even realize it.
We're getting all over the place. We gotta roll back. So like I was saying though, we'll move back to Frank. Let's go. No, wait,
Fred.
We did Fred. No, we need to do our 2 guys because they were in Friday the 13th. This is why we went way off. We went way off.
My bad.
I think it was me this time. It's okay.
It's usually me.
It is. It's okay. It's not always you. We share.
We share the fuck ups. So we all messed up here.
But so yeah, Suicide and Spider. That's Mark Venturini as Suicide. You'll know him. He's the tall guy.
Yeah,
he's the tallest
big
one
guy.
by a lot.
He's massive compared to all the
chain
rest
from
of
his
them.
ear to his nose. Big chain.
Not even a small one, like a full like you tow a truck chain. Has to hurt.
His nostril would rip under the weight from that chain.
Pulling.
That was 100% plastic.
Had to be.
But yeah, so he was he's the reason 5. Remember, if you listen to us talk about 5, you'll know this. He's the reason 5 existed. Like we said, it was the flaw of the movie is that a dude goes to kill people and the only person who was responsible for isn't there.
And gets totally away with it.
And that's our boy here.
Because he's the axe-wielding maniac that kills the special kid with the chocolate in 5.
That's right. He does.
And then he leaves. He's gone. He gets arrested and disappears.
Survives.
Yeah. But the dad's gonna kill literally everybody else.
Yep.
But that guy.
Also from part 5, though, is, like I said, our guy who plays Spider, and that's Bo. Loved this guy. Loves his name. He's a dope actor. He's a dope guy. If you've seen it, like you can find, he does interviews and stuff. Yeah, he's all around great.
He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
It's Miguel Nunez Jr.
Yeah. He's on my list of actors I want to meet.
So this is
a short list.
This is literally the way my notes go for the 2 guys. It's Mark Venturini. He caused Friday the 13th Part 5. Miguel Nunez, best part of Friday the 13th Part 5.
He is. He's the best part where he's like locked in the porta potty.
Hanging out with his little brother in the van.
Yeah.
In the trailer park.
He's such a good brother, though. He's like, hey, you want some beer? Fuck you. No, you can't have that.
So yeah, gotta love Miguel. These 2 guys. Yeah, way to go. Homeless when he got the role in this movie.
Oh,
he was
really?
Literally, this is the thing that helped get him.
Hell yeah,
a place.
Well,
in the world, a place to live.
One of my favorite movies ever. One of my favorite actors, and it got him on his feet.
There you
go. Meant to be.
Now we can go back to Frank. Now let's go back to Frank.
Oh,
Frank. Frank and Freddie, they are uncle and nephew. They are how the movie starts, opening with them in
the medical supply warehouse.
Yes.
And he's like taking him around, showing him all the dead bodies and skeletons and shit.
So Frank is played by James Karen. He is a veteran actor. He is in all kinds of stuff. Mulholland Drive, Poltergeist, The Pursuit of Happiness, Congo.
Really? Who is he in Congo?
I'd have to look it up.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I'd have to look it up.
We're going to have to do that movie. We've mentioned it too many times now.
But so, yeah, he's a big guy.
I love this. He's one of my favorite people in the movie.
So, yeah, and so we have several, like, he is one of several, like, veteran actors.
Yeah.
Like, like the kind
working actors.
Yeah, the kind of
we're not here because we're famous. We're here because we love to fucking act.
And so we'll hit one of those of our they're the older people in the movie, obviously. Like that's what, because it's like those three and then a bunch of no-name teenagers, right? Like that's what they did here. And so Ernie is our other one. That's Don Calfa. Don Calfa was also in Bugsy and Weekend at Bernie's, 1941.
Oh, really?
Yes. So he's been in a lot.
Worked
He's
with
been in a lot.
Kubrick.
Well, Weekend at Bernie's, he's like a thug. So obviously in Bugsy, he's a thug. So he likes that character.
He can do that voice. See.
Ernie's character in this, though, being the cremator, the guy who runs
mortician guy,
the secret Nazi.
Yeah, right. No, you were telling me about this. I was like, holy shit, I see every bit of it now.
Dan O'Bannon went on record at some point saying, the intention here was that he was a secret, he was a Nazi who fled the war and hid here. We all know about the guy who hid in South
Argentina,
America. But so the idea is he's one of those people who got trained how to sound
do the American accent.
Came
over here
and hid.
That's why he has the Walther fucking P-38.
He has a Walther. He has a picture of Ava
Braun on the wall.
He says the German phrase when it rains. He has a weird fascination with crematoriums. He got really butthurt when he found out that all the dead have feelings. And
it's like, they feel pain even
the
though
atrocities he's committed.
It's like,
to them.
I burned so many Jews. Oh, God.
So, yeah.
I already felt bad. Shit.
So Ernie was a cool character. Don Calfa did a great job.
All that fucking back just, and it's never mentioned in the movie,
but hinted. The Ava Braun is the best,
right?
It's just because if you
don't
pay
know attention, I didn't
just
until you pointed it out to me. I was like, oh fuck, that's a picture. That's like from Hitler's desk.
It's crazy. It's so good. It's so good.
It was
so good. Nice touch.
But they do a good job of making you root for him.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a reformed Nazi. Is that a thing? Am I going to get in trouble for saying that?
I don't. Yeah,
I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for that.
Let's just move away from that part of him. He was a good guy. Let's just leave it there. In this, the story we are shown, he is a good guy.
In this fictional universe where things like that could possibly happen, not in the real world.
Well, again, I'm not even worried about his past. I'm just saying what we see. Literally just what we see. Right. I'm not talking about the implications of anything. Just what we see. What we see of this guy, he is a good guy. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know. Was it good or bad at the end of the movie where he's like about to pop Tina in the back of the skull? Is that like
stop. Dude, no. We'll stop. We'll talk about that a little bit. Because it's so quick, but it's definitely...
You think he pulled the trigger?
I don't know.
He didn't know that...
Okay. So
let's get off the Nazi. Who else is in this movie? Let's talk about Bert,
who is our most veteran of veteran actors. This is Clu Gulager.
Wow, what a fucking name! I never would have guessed.
Gulager, Gulager.
Your guess is Glugger.
And Clu, CLU. Clu
Glugger.
Dude,
was his mom choking when the doctor asked him what she wanted to name him?
He was in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And he has been in not thousands. So basically it went like our veterans here, it was like 80 some roles, 60 some roles. This guy had 153 credited roles on IMDb. And so like I could go down a list of things that you might have known him from. He's been in
obscure ass TV shows from like the 60s.
50s. Ooh. He was in westerns and western TV shows in the 50s. When you go to his IMDb, it is a picture from his western days. So he's got like a cowboy hat and he's all young in a western.
Man, I've always wanted to be in a western. I can ride horses
in the 50s. Do you need to time travel to the 50s?
I would have been so in,
because the 50s they were making so much western material.
Beyond the Rifleman.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was gonna be my point of reference.
I love the Rifleman.
Oh, okay. But so yes. Bert is played by this. That leads us to our Bert and Ernie, because we did that. Bert and Ernie. Total coincidence,
right? He didn't notice it until the movie was like filmed, and he's like, "Fuck, it's too late. I can't do anything."
Someone else said something to him, and he was just like, "Oh, really?
Really?
Didn't know."
And they act like Bert and Ernie too, right?
How good is it? Dude?
It had to be intentional. He just didn't want to admit it.
Subconscious, man.
Yeah, subconscious. He was like,
he raised a kid.
He had kids. It was playing in the background while he was writing the thing,
and so he used the names without noticing.
Yeah, without even thinking about it.
I'll buy that. That's our headcanon, right?
Until O'Bannon tells me different. That's how it is.
So that's all of our veterans. We're going to go through the rest of our teenagers really quick because most of these people, not in a lot of things.
We already hit 2 of them.
Well, exactly. Like I said, we've hit technically 3. Don't forget, Freddy counts as a teenager. We just never really get to, not till
he's
the very
hanging out
end.
With the adults for so long you forget.
You forget that, again, he's the reason Tina's there.
Yeah, because that's her boyfriend.
Right? You forget because they're on
yeah,
screen
that's
so
the whole
little.
reason she's probably hanging out with these
punks. Because he is that guy who's like part mod, part punk.
Yeah.
He's wearing
he's in between.
Did you see his shirt? Did you see what it said?
No, I didn't pay attention.
Domo arigato. Not quite punk. This guy is not quite punk.
Close. Just a little bit. Just so close. I mean, like the suspenders, that's a little punk, right? I'll give you that. The hat,
he's got the aesthetic.
Got the aesthetic. Just missed it by that much.
But yeah, so like back to our teenagers. We'll start with Tina because she's the one that we've mentioned several times already. Yep. She is played by Beverly Randolph. Not a lot to mention here. She is played in a few B horror movies, but again, not a lot. Like we're talking number of roles. I think it was like
shit we have
less than 20. Well, yeah, and most of them aren't big ones. So most of these are like more recent B movies. I did see one. Don't ask me what movie it was. I didn't see this. I just saw it like in a brief looking over. She did play a character in one of the movies that she's been in called Dr. Tarman. Tarman?
Tarman? Was it another zombie movie?
I hope so. I hope so. And if not, either way, it was definitely one of the B horror movies.
Swamp Thing kind of thing, right? So he's like comes out of like an industrial park.
We'll deal with the Tarman. Well, Tarman is from this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We'll deal with Tarman in a minute. Because I do have that written down. Who played Tarman? Because not a big role, but we need to talk about him.
My favorite zombie that has ever existed.
But let's save him for last because I want to I want to make sure he's where we cap it off. Yeah,
build to it.
So after Tina and Beverly Randolph, with her B horror movie, we will talk about Scuzz, our last remaining punk.
The one I always fucking forget.
The Mohawk.
Yeah, one, I forget about him.
But he's the coolest looking one.
He is, but he bleeds into the background of this movie somehow until he dies, and you're like, aw.
His name is Brian Peck. He is an actor. He's been in like 40 to 50. He's been in a decent number of things. But again, small parts, not always giant.
Another working actor.
Not a ton of movies I can name off the top of my head, even though I looked through the list.
Even though I looked through it.
A lot of random TV show roles. So yeah, like a working actor. But he's also produced a few movies.
Ooh,
so,
nice.
I mean, he's done a few things. Here. Give him his props. Like
I dub your career in film successful. Clink.
He's more successful than I've been.
Hey man, me too.
Not that I've tried.
Have you watched my other YouTube channel?
Well, I guess he's not our last.
I try, damn it.
He's not our last punk. I need to correct myself.
Yeah.
We have one more punk because our last female is definitely a punk. Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Such a mean name. I get why they call her Trash, but it's a little mean.
She is played by Linnea Quigley. She is the one, as we already mentioned, that does the strip dance.
Yep. Boobies.
Yes.
And
a
frontal.
crazy scene.
Not real frontal.
But I will forgive
on
you.
On VHS, you would have never known the difference. I will forgive you
for not knowing that you weren't.
No, until the internet. Like when I was a kid.
But in the 80s, you got to remember in the 80s, most guys would have been grossed out.
That's a good point.
They'd have been like, where's the hair?
At least the hair, like the landing strip.
Supposed to be. Right? She was supposed to have it. Whole thing behind the scenes.
She'd go like full Eskimo. Fucking.
Well, she had
Scary Movie 1.
She had what she was supposed to have for time period appropriate. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave it at that. They filmed it. Studio people saw it and they were like, "What the
fuck are you doing?
You can't do that." So then he had her shave it.
Because that makes it better. Now we can really see it.
Well, that's what the studio apparently said to him. And then so that's when they came up with this weird...
Oh, the hair's the problem, obviously.
That's apparently what his thought was. And so then he finally understood the problem. Oh, they can see that part.
Okay.
I'll find a way to cover only that tiny area.
Tiny. We made a little patch that we glued over it.
It's a vaginal pasty.
A pussy pasty.
Yeah. I was trying to
It's the internet. They don't care.
Yeah. And we're far enough from the episode.
Yeah, right.
Like you should only avoid that stuff early on, right? Like we're okay.
It's like the first minute and a half,
yeah,
right?
Like we're okay at this point. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder nobody watches my episode.
You should watch your mouth.
I really should.
Be like,
don't let me cuss in the first.
You gotta be
minutes.
like, give us a couple, or edit, and you have to do it in your edits. I'm making you have more work for your editing.
Silently for the first minute. I'll just let Chuck do the whole intro.
Okay, we need to get back because we are so close to being done here. So Trash is Linnea Quigley. Like I said, she is in B movies, but unlike a lot of these people who are in B movies that I didn't recognize, and that's not a knock.
Yeah.
There are lots of B movies. It's a lot harder to be caught up on the world of all B moviedom than it is to be caught up on popular moviedom.
Yeah.
Right? There are so many.
So many come out.
So it's hard. Right? So,
especially now.
But so she was doing B movies, and she did some big ones, and she did them in the 80s when it was so cool to do B movies. So, like that, they had a random fluke chance of becoming this.
We could be the next summer camp, right?
Well, we could be this. We
or
could
this,
be Return of the Living Dead. Or Silent Night, Deadly Night, because that's one of them she was in. Or Graduation Day, because that's one of them she was in. One. Or Night of the Demons, because that's one that she was in.
Oh, shit. That is... I had a friend, Butters. That was her favorite movie of all time, Night of the Demons. She made us watch that.
It's horrible.
Like, it is awful, but I kind of love it.
Yeah. Well, you love it.
It's mostly because Butters, right?
Well, you love it for the awfulness, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's been in some good ones. That's why we make sure we gave her props. The last person before we get to our tar man is Chuck. Miserable. He is probably the person in the group that gets the least screen time.
Yeah. And they treat him like shit.
Well, because he's the least punk.
I know,
other
but
than
he
Tina.
Seems like a nice guy.
Tina gets the pass because she's dating one of them.
Yeah. Chuck's just kind of here.
Right? Exactly.
He dresses like a 1950s tool.
Casey gets the pass because she's like avant-garde enough.
Yeah, she's got the mohawk with the blue hair. Yeah, it's like, you're cool enough to hang out with us.
But Chuck stands out.
Yeah.
Chuck stands out in this group.
And he's just so thirsty for anything with tits. He doesn't care. He wants to fuck something.
Yes. Well, it's mainly Casey, though. It's mainly Casey.
He tries for Trash for a second because she's naked.
Yeah, because she's naked.
Suicide's like, get lost, whip. And he's like, okay, dipping out.
Then from that point on, it's all
Casey.
But yeah, so Chuck is played by John Philbin. John Philbin has been in Children of the Corn and a couple of other random ventures. Lots of surfing things. And one that we've done. What's a surfing movie we've done? We've literally only done one. This should not be hard. It
couldn't be Back to the Beach. He's not old
enough. We
enough.
have done two. Holy shit, I lied.
Is he old enough for Back to the Beach? When did that
yes, he is old enough for Back to the Beach.
He absolutely could have been.
Because the other movie he surfed in was after Back to the Beach. As a character old enough where you definitely wouldn't.
Oh, so it's after that one. So it'd have to be Point Break, right?
It is Point Break.
That's the only other
He's one of the
done.
bank robbers. He's one of our ex-presidents. He's the one that's super surfer blonde. Like, I mean, you know, the one that's like...
Oh, well, like the frosted blonde.
Yes, yeah. That's him.
Oh,
that's
okay.
him. That's him.
Hell yeah. Please, go watch all of the other episodes.
Isn't he the dopey one then?
I think so.
Right? Like, God... You need to go back and watch it again now.
I'm going to go back and watch Point Break episode.
Just to watch.
So should you.
But yeah, so it was cool to have another... connection to
in
this movie of loose ends. It's just nice to have another one, just like one more. All right, love it.
We're tying that web up, man.
Now we'll do our tar man because I'm sure he doesn't get the props he deserves for such an
iconic
like
role. You think gooey zombie, it's this guy,
Alan Troutman. The reason why he maybe doesn't get all the crazy props like this is because he wasn't usually in front of the camera like this.
Was it like a suit actor?
Well, no, he's not usually a suit actor. In this, he was in a suit.
Yeah.
He's normally a puppeteer.
Oh, cool. Like fucking Jim Henson.
Like later Jim Henson, like animatronic crazy.
Oh, where they start bringing in like robotics and shit.
Like the TV show Dinosaur.
No, I love dinosaurs.
Yeah, not the mama. Totally. He was controlling somebody. He was a puppeteer for that. Yes.
He was one of the dinosaurs.
Yes. So
oh yeah,
this guy is still legendary, and I think we definitely needed to give him his props, and we wanted to make sure it was the last one because he needed a special placement.
My favorite zombie of all time. This guy, the old man from Night of the Living Dead that kicks the whole thing off, and the little girl from Walking Dead in like the first episode. Yeah. Those are my 3 favorite zombies.
Tarman is dope. The craziest thing about Tarman is that when we first see him, we see him in the tank.
In the tank. He's not gooey yet. He looks like he looks like freeze dry.
We watch him melt away. So what we should see is bone, because it melts all the way down.
Yeah, it really does.
So the goo always, I was like,
they just let the camera run too long while they were melting because we all know how this effect is done from Indiana Jones with the wax thing.
Yes,
and they just
do you
want to
hear though? Do you want to hear though?
I do.
That is true. You're right. You know how while they're filming, the glass cracks?
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
Oh, it was so hot it cracked the glass. That made it look so awesome though. It looked like he was like force escaping somehow.
And so they were like, okay, well, we're keeping that.
Fuck yeah,
that's the take.
That's awesome.
That's what we're using. But yeah, not intentional though. It just happened because the heat got too hot and it made the glass crack.
Love this fucking movie the more I hear about it.
Oh, well, that's good because we are now ready just to talk about the movie, dude. Like, I mean, we're done with the formalities. We've talked about all the people.
The first 10, 15 minutes of this movie is such a fucking Abbott and Costello, fucking Laurel and Hardy fucking skit with these 2 bumbling dumb fucks.
I did, before we say anything else, I wanted to stop, and this is a bit of I'm setting you up here.
Okay. I'm ready to be set up.
That's good. Because you didn't say this on camera, but last week or on mic, I always forget. I need to stop saying camera. I don't want to offend the people who are podcast listening on only. Spotify. Yeah. Last week you didn't say this while we were live. Well, while we were were talking. But after the fact, you were like, I don't even think they even say Louisville until the end. It was in the opening one time for so small
like
and in a tiny spot. Do you know?
No, I have no idea. I watched it twice today.
When they show the name of the medical company, you need a medical supply, right? Down in the bottom right corner, there's tiny little words.
As like the address.
No, not even the address. It was like approved by the Kentucky State Board of Commerce.
It's a real
Louisville.
Thing. That's a real thing.
Louisville.
Well, way to do your research.
Of course it's a real thing. The movie starts off by telling you, sir, this is a real story based on real events and real people.
I just appreciate the writer took the time to read, like, oh, there's like a Kentucky fucking, all right, cool, well, we'll use that.
But yes, I do think, though, outside of seeing that, the rest of it does not say anything.
Yeah, not till the very end when he's talking to that colonel guy.
When to blow it up.
Oh, and where is this? Louisville, Kentucky, sir. Oh, okay.
Also, since
they only blew up 20 blocks, it's fine.
Also, since we're already talking about that guy, can we just talk about how unbelievable that military setup in his room was? I was like, what are these controls controlling?
I don't know.
How are they controlling him?
This James Bond computer pops out of his armoire
with like the push button, like he's for NASA or something. This is what
and then all you really see him do is like talk into a walkie-talkie.
No, listen. This is what I even said about the buttons. I was like, look, the only way in 1985 that each of those buttons could even have done something off-site, so not in his place, is if they had a phone line dedicated to only whatever it was doing to send the signal
to the people that
wherever,
it needed
because
to go.
that's how there's no internet. And so I was like, what are we saying?
No, it'd
here?
be like closed circuit
So
TV.
how many phone lines does he have running to the back of that board? Like 19? How much money is the government paying? You want to talk about government waste spending? That guy's office in his home was government wasted spending.
We could have done this in a warehouse too. That's for later.
Okay, but yeah, so this
I have issues with the Colonel.
Everything with that guy in his house and everything. I don't like none of it. I don't like none of it. But yeah, so like we already said though, it is set in Kentucky. Not a single scene filmed here. I want to say that. It's all California.
That.
It's all California. It's like a sound stage. It's a orange grove. It's like an abandoned orange grove field
where they
the cemetery.
Yeah, where they built the cemetery.
Yeah. So lots of bullshittery.
It's like that TV show is like in Hazard, Kentucky, and it's like, I can tell you're filming in Southern California.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And didn't take the effort to look at what they should.
Right.
Like, you can do it. You can do it if you want to, but make sure you know what it looks like. Don't just wildly.
Our cemeteries don't look that way in Lousville.
Don't make wild accusations.
They're actually pretty nice.
That's all I'm getting.
Even in the 80s, they weren't like run down with like, they didn't like have like a locked gate where you had to bust it with a hammer and it's full of trash.
This was it was a choice. I don't know, but look, I will at least say, thankfully, it was the right kind of thing you want to say is Kentucky, though, right? Like, you want it to show a diverse group of people.
Not one of these motherfuckers had a Southern accent either.
They weren't bumpkins. They weren't barefoot. They weren't wearing bib overalls. They were, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have straw hanging out their mouth. They weren't holding the XXX jug.
Yeah.
All of these are pluses.
Representing the fucking Kentucky punk community, right? We exist. We're here. We're getting old, but we're here.
The multicultural punk community at that. Yeah. Again, like, way to go. Again,
as long as you weren't a fucking racist prick, you could hang out.
Well, and this is 85, so I'm just saying, like, even like giving us the multicultural representation of this group of friends, that wasn't the main yet. That's a 90s thing. That, you know, like, they did that to just to say that that's what people hanging out together were like.
The PSA shit where it was like, hey, we're a multicultural gang.
Let's put it this way. This movie takes place and was made in 85, right?
Yeah.
We did 4 horror movies all within 3 years of this. How many white-only casts were there?
What?
No, white-only casts? Most of the Friday the 13th were white-only casts. Like, Miguel Nunez was one of the only times we had it.
Yeah, that's right.
And the other little boy. Like, most of the time, every one of these teenagers in the friend group would have been all
the Friday the 13th movies.
So, well, that's what I said. That's why I made sure you were
so
talking
many.
Like we did.
I was over here thinking, I was like, no, there's been other people in the fucking Friday the 13th movies.
But
not
around
till
years.
like the 5th one.
Yeah, and even then, one.
You
know what I'm saying? Token
yeah, token black guy. No, not my boy Miguel. He is not a token black guy.
No, Miguel's technically worse. He's not even the token. The little boy was the token. Miguel is just the extra, right? Like, he's the you don't care about killed guy.
Do not talk ill of Sergeant Taylor, all right?
I'm not saying that about him. I'm saying that's how he was written for the role. Come on now. Come on. This isn't me. This is the industry.
This is the Hollywood problem, right?
Back to this movie. We that's such a tangent. But yeah, so this movie is a lot of fun, dude. Like, I mean, what else do you need to say? Like, it's so good, dude. It's fun. It's funny. It's not overboard funny. It hits just the right amount of. There's some tension. There's
there's some parts where, like, especially when I was a kid, I was like scared the shit out of me.
Oh, dude,
especially the
Tarman himself.
Tarman scared the fuck out of me. The half skeleton lady who gives this exposition, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Look, cadaver guy that they kill was pretty nuts because he comes running out of that freezer.
I love that scene though. No, I agree. Scary when I was a kid. Watching it now, I was like, that's the funniest shit.
Half naked dude
and he runs
yellow.
past everybody else straight to Bert, who's like trying to hide away from everything.
Wait. Listen, I thought that was my interpretation of the scene from when I was a kid. Like that's how I always remembered it, right? When I was watching it last night, I realized that that's not what that we always, and even you today, that's not what was supposed to be happening. Bert wasn't supposed to be hiding. His plan was exactly what we saw happen. He was bracing himself.
Was he making himself bait and we just never realized?
He was bait. Dude was supposed to hit the zombie in the back of the head after he got to Bert.
Bert is more of a hero than we give him credit for.
Well, I mean, he is a hero, though. Like, he is, like we already said, Bert and Ernie are the true heroes
of the movie.
They take control, and they try to lead everybody to safety.
And Ernie in the fucking attic with Tina.
Yeah. Well,
is that a heroic move?
Listen, here's the thing, though. The way it's filmed, you don't even know. It is totally done as it's panning across in a way where it's like, was the actor just like unintentionally moving and that's the way it looks?
Or was he actually going to just
or
be
was
like,
that written? Is it written in a way where he's going to shoot this girl
fucking get eaten by zombies, so go ahead and put her down?
Because I can't tell you which one because up until that point, nothing about that character would make you think he would do that.
Right.
It is definitely the way it looks, but it does also, since we get no reference to it from that point on, it does also look like it could have just been like, again, this movie's shot on the cheap, right? So they were like, we don't got,
and it's during one of those weird like, we're gonna slow-mo jerky
so literally scenes. Like maybe he just was moving as they pan,
trying to pull her away, and the gun just
happened to look
looks
that
like
way.
It's pointing at the back of her head.
I don't know.
I think he was gonna pop her.
Look,
he didn't know the artillery thing was coming, and dude was about to bust through the ceiling, and he's like, I can't let her get eaten by her boyfriend.
Look, he
had 2 rounds left. One of those things is like bang, bang.
Here's the thing. You can't judge them either way because they were gonna die.
Yeah, they were fucked either way.
The military was taking everybody out.
The like 1 megaton nuke.
Yeah,
a quicker way, I guess.
So it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It's okay. Yeah, this movie was it's so good because again, like things like that, like they tell the story so subtly with things where it's like, again, I don't know what we're seeing. I don't know which story they're telling.
Right.
But they definitely wrote a story in a way where I can believe it was supposed to be the deep stuff happening.
It's simultaneously a super deep, rich lore fucking zombie movie, but at the same time, it's stupid.
Send more paramedics.
No, I'll give the zombies credit in this one. They're fucking smart, right? Tarman, when Tina locks herself in the fucking closet, he's just like, oh, well, I'll just take this handy dandy winch and fucking winch the door open.
I think, we've been talking forever. We need to address 2 things that we have, I can't believe, gotten this far in and not said. 1, 2,4,5 trioxin.
Yeah,
that's our chemical.
The thing that causes all of this.
And then the second thing is directly related to that. We talked about the real life connection this movie has to Night of the Living Dead, but we didn't talk about the in-universe connection.
Hey, you ever see that movie, Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
The zombie movie?
That we live in a world where Night of the Living Dead
actually happened.
That movie came out, and it was based on real events.
They changed some stuff so they wouldn't get sued.
Because the military told Romero...
Yeah, you can't do that. So they changed a few things, but it actually happened, and the government covered it up, and the barrels of the bodies are in the basement.
Not all of them, but a few. Yeah, like an accident in shipping. An accident in shipping
Typical
happened.
Military fuck up, right?
They showed up, and these people never called them. And
There's so much foreshadowing in this movie.
Well, of course they wouldn't call anybody because I was like these are the kind of. This is like when you find like the guy who owns a gun shop. The back room's got the crazy artillery, the stuff from like 1920 that was homemade made out of nail, and you know what I'm saying.
I'm not saying anything. I'll have fucking government and agencies and
No.
everything up in here.
Notice-
Just put them in the basement and don't talk about it.
In all fairness, Bert owned the company.
Yeah.
And Bert did not immediately show up and say, call the military.
Yeah.
Bert also said, let's kill that thing.
Yeah, we got to get rid of this thing somehow.
Bert then said, after they killed it, I know the guy next door. He'll help us get rid of the body.
I've known him for 25 years. He's got a crematorium. It's all Bert's fault.
Well, and it is, though.
It's not really. How could he have known?
I understand.
Right? Like, how could you know if you burned it? It made it worse.
It can be his fault, and it be unknowingly his fault, though.
Okay.
It's still like he is still at fault, right? Like
all the lawyers are in the comments, no, actually,
they're all agreeing with me. Yeah, he can be at fault. Now
I don't blame Bert personally.
No,
I totally get it.
I don't blame him.
Let's get rid of this fucking thing.
I don't blame him, but that doesn't mean he's not at fault for what happened.
Did it the wrong way. We're next to a cemetery. We just bury the fucking things.
The acid was the right way to go.
Oh yeah.
When they first started talking about acid,
yeah.
They abandoned that thought
because
too
that
quick.
would have altered the Trioxin 2,4,5.
I'm not even worried about that.
On a chemical level, if you add another fucking chemical to it, it alters it so it wouldn't react the same. So it would probably neutralize it.
It certainly
solved it.
Well, it certainly wouldn't have put it in the air. That's all.
Right.
Yeah,
like, definitely.
I'm only,
you're just making you're making zombie soup.
Yeah, that's all my
Don't
head.
Spill it.
That's all my head was going to is that
I was trying to get the chemists in the comments, since you had the lawyers.
It was the safer way to handle it because it wasn't putting it in the atmosphere.
Right.
That was my big
Such
thing.
a good shot though of the smokestack and all the smoke fucking starts coming out.
Yes.
And that like PlayStation 1 boss fight fucking music starts.
Dude, no. The music
so
through
good.
the whole movie is dope, dude. This
so
soundtrack is amazing. The vibes you get from all the songs and when they kick in and the techno dance.
Yeah,
beats
right.
And stuff,
when she's up there doing the striptease and shit, you're just still like, oh fuck yeah, some like cheesy 80s fucking rock music.
Dude, yeah. This
hair metal.
I don't know.
My favorite zombie movie. No one is allowed to argue with me. They can try, but I won't listen.
I don't know what else we
I don't
need to
either.
talk about.
I
know we've not talked about a lot of stuff,
but
what do we need to talk? We made sure to tell you who the people were because they deserve the credit for bringing this to us.
I've gushed about how much I love this movie.
The zombies are
Those
cool.
Fucking practical effects with all the jumping.
Oh wait, I know something I want to talk about.
You got something else?
The yellow zombie. Why is he yellow? Why is the cadaver yellow?
I don't know.
Why?
It should be blue, right?
He's
Since
frozen.
He's been like drained of fluid and frozen. Formaldehyde. Does it react weird in like
iodine
air?
Bath? Because they needed him to be
get rid of the
sterile.
bacteria,
Yeah.
so he doesn't rot as quick. Maybe.
Well, no, because he's about to be used for. Remember, they sell them to. Oh, this is also. I'm glad we're saying this. This wasn't even my notes, but I remember watching it, being like, "Wow, that was wild." He said they sell cadavers to two places.
People.
Do you remember what they were?
Yep, medical schools. For
That's reasonable.
Because it's a medical supply.
What was the other
warehouse. To the U.S. Army for ballistics tests.
Shut the fuck. What? Had you ever heard that before?
No, but
that was wild.
I get it. You want to see if you're developing a new weapon, you kind of want to see what it does to a person.
Isn't that what ballistic cello's for?
Well, this was the 80s. Maybe they didn't have that
no,
yet.
Come on. What?
Maybe they hadn't come up with the cool gel shit we have now.
There's no way. It's just like, no, I can't believe that.
It's cheaper to use convicted felon bodies, all right?
No, but these are good. You're wrong. These guys got good teeth. You know how?
Oh, yeah, because they got the perfect teeth. No, that's from the Indian body farm where they just like grab random like 15-year-olds and strip their flesh.
Oh my God. Apparently that is something that comes from Dan O'Bannon and working on other movies. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was apparently it was another movie where he worked on it, and there was like a big director or something, and that's what they said about the bodies in that. Like, he heard them flippantly saying it.
I need an adult female with perfect teeth.
No, the India line. That line is what he heard. He heard them like, we got it from India. Blah blah blah.
They got a body farm.
And then he ad-libbed adding in the body farm joke.
It seems really dark.
But he then did find out that right after the movie came out, he had seen an article that said India had ceased all like providing bodies to these medical places, and he was like, I don't know if it's connected.
It's like, I don't think it's my fault, but it
maybe
feels like it's my fault.
Weird joke about the fact that they do have access to so many.
Fuck, they're on to us. Shut it down.
Yeah, dude. So I am glad that before we got to the end, I got to talk about the thing that I didn't even write down, because it is
Nice.
very funny. It is a weird little thing, and
This movie helped humanity. It shut down an illegal body snatching ring.
possibly
Allegedly.
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 We are not making Bo and
I am-
Shane are not making accusations.
Generally just joking when I say things.
I know. We are legally covered now.
Yeah.
We
there
are
go.
okay.
The lawyers in your chat are happy.
All right, before we're totally done, though, Bo, this is your favorite one, as you've said.
Yes.
For several different reasons. Why don't you tell us? What's the thing,
Was
then?
the thing? The thing that has bothered me since I was like 12 when I
If
saw
that's-
this
if
movie?
that's how
no,
far
it
it's gone
has.
back.
I knew as soon as last week when you was like, I got my thing. I don't even have to think about it. No, why is this Colonel's house so fucking nice? Right? Like, we've had family in the military that were relatively high ranked. Their house wasn't as fucking nice.
Do you know what's funny, though? They didn't pick it because they thought it was nice. They picked it because they thought it was obscenely boring. And they did no set decorations.
Really?
The shit you see
Oh
in
my
that house
God.
is literally the way the people who live, minus the one shelf.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
computer box.
Everything else
Holy shit.
is just the way the people that lived in the house when they rented it
This is like
kept the house.
this house is like 1960s, like future house
but
looking.
with the boringest stuff inside.
and stuff, but like colonels don't make this much fucking money. This guy's living in a fucking like $5 million fucking mansion. He has guards outside of his gate, fucking Marines standing there saluting him to his house.
Again,
It bothered me since I was a kid. Fuck this colonel. He doesn't deserve this. This whole the box of the computer should be on base, he should have to go to work to deal with it.
He has it because, as the end tells us,
Mm-hmm.
there was more going on here than an accident.
Yeah.
Remember?
Huge government cover up.
Well, and
That
that
still could have been covered with a red phone.
No, see, I don't know if you were picking up on what they were trying to say was going down here. Now, obviously, the tanks had been in the basement for who knows how many years.
Yeah,
right.
they'd been like looking for him.
They weren't looking for him. He's saying everything went to test. Everything went to. That's what he said, right? Everything went the way we wanted it to. It was a perfect example. He's not talking about the nuclear bomb dropping. He's saying their experiment of releasing trioxin to the public without the public knowing that's what they were doing.
It just took 15 years for it to happen.
Again, you're thinking only about this movie. You also live in a world where you know there are more movies.
Yeah, it's true.
It happens in more places,
But
because
there's like
they are doing
5
more
sequels.
experiments.
Fucking government, man.
Well, and now you know there's another layer. Like you were saying, every time you keep finding out more to make you like them. There is I'm pretty sure
now that like it's not just government guy being like, oh, finally those canisters showed up. I can get rid of them.
I'm telling you right now, if you go back and listen to, well, I mean, it's your favorite. Just watch the movie again. But when you get to the end, pay attention to when he's talking to whoever his commander is at the very end. The conversation,
After they nuke Lousville.
the conversation definitely works on a level to where it's not just that he's saying the bomb killed everything. It definitely sounds more like he's saying like every part of this.
This
We
whole
found out
plan
information about
went the
what
way we
happens.
wanted to.
Yeah, like we had no
Oh.
timetable because
It does reanimate the dead like we thought it did. Interesting. Don't worry, we nuked it. It'll be fine. The rain will take care of it.
Well, because think about it, like,
and then the next one is like, oh shit, the rain makes it worse.
well, because think about it. If you are trying to make a weapon, out of it, you want to know what happens to a population that you put it on. A population.
Then test it on our enemies, damn it.
I understand, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it totally could work.
Black Ops that shit into blowing up in Russia and let them be fucking zombies. And then it'll end up being a way bigger problem than you thought it was. There's a whole other movie I just wrote. There, have at it.
All right.
Set it in the 60s. Like, that's like how they tried to solve the Cold War. Yeah. Never mind. That's mine. You can't have it. TM.
You're just writing a prequel at this point. Right?
Yeah,
Again, think about when Night of the Living Dead.
This is like in 1948, right after the war.
Well, Night of the Living Dead is just in the 60s. So you're all, like, again, like if you do it then, like you're just writing the prequel, dude. You're just writing the prequel.
And then it like breached containment, and that's what happened. I got this. Don't worry. In 30 years, when I finally have enough money, I will make this movie. So just wait. Shane, what about you? What's your thing? Did you have to think about it, or have you been stewing on it for like 20 years?
It's no, not at all. Because the thing came from my research.
Oh, okay.
You know, like sometimes the thing is like in the movie. Blah, blah. This time I stumbled on extra information in the research that just made me be like, I love this movie. Yes. It's funny. It's great. It's scary when it needs to be scary. It does everything in a great way.
Movie.
We could have had a much different movie that still would have been super fucking awesome, dude. So I already said we had Russo wrote a story.
Yeah.
His story got altered by O'Bannon, and that's where we get this. And that's great. That's great. That story was more in line with being an actual, like, true successor to Night of the Living Dead. It would have been a little bit darker. Probably had some kind of moral dilemma, something going on, right?
Yeah.
Original director Tobe Hooper.
Ooh. That's a totally different movie, though.
Movie with the themes and darkness of Night of the Living Dead, like Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Practical effects would have
with
been
Tobe
much
Hooper
more gritty
behind it would have been sick.
Yeah, it would have been.
And while I love this,
I kind of want it.
I want to see the treatment. I want to see what was planned.
I want to read his notes or something.
I need to know.
I want to know what he would have done.
Only downfall, though, is it was planned to be a 3D movie.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I don't know, because we all know how that works out.
Look,
like, oh, look, stick.
I understand, but I think it could have been worth a couple of gimmick moves.
Yeah, it could have been.
Because in the 80s, it only would have been like 4 gimmick scenes.
The zombies coming through the window, like the hands.
You know, like
that would have freaked me out.
The 90s is when they went overboard with it, and they'd be like, half of what's going on is the effect joke, right? In the 80s, it was just like, here's 5 random scenes that have the effect joke. Here's the yo-yo at your face.
Yeah.
Here's the arrow across the
thing.
Right? Like,
here's the stick coming at the camera.
Just doing all the Friday the 13th ones I could remember.
Because I want them to go watch it. Go watch all of our Friday the 13th episodes.
Oh.
And then watch this one again.
What? Yeah, that's my other thing is just like, what world?
You want the Tony, you want to see the Tobe Hooper fucking
I want to see the darker treatment. Like, because I know I can probably find out more about, like, the Russo story and know that. But it's not just
the story.
We're movie
like the
people.
Director,
I want to know.
The director has a vision, right? I want to know what Tobe Hooper's was for this.
Somebody clip the part where Bo just said the director has a vision. I just need like someone that's the one, and then find the old ones where he says he doesn't. I hate director. Yeah, like clip them together. See what time
capable of change. Damn it.
This podcast is
I am an evolving human.
This podcast is doing good for the world, starting with Bo's opinion on directors.
Except Kubrick. He's an asshole.
All right, guys. I think we are totally done. Again, this is one of those movies where it feels weird to tell too much, and
yeah, because I want people.
I want you to see it. I don't want to ruin too much.
I feel like I may have ruined a bit too much even in this.
Already.
You know, I was like, no, I did kind of cover some of the best parts. Fuck.
Yeah, but not in the way though.
Yeah.
Like this, I mean, again, especially because as you mentioned, like these are practical effects, which means like no matter how we describe them, you still need to see how it was done
you
yourself.
Need to see it.
Yeah,
see how gross it is.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Sawstone.
It's classic, man.
This was delicious.
This is my favorite. I get this all the time. It's either this or the porter anytime I go to Sawstone. So
I try all their new IPAs, but yes, this is a tried and true. I do get it regularly.
Yeah, I don't like to think too much when I go to there. I'm just like, I like that one.
Yeah, way to go, Sawstone.
I'll save for the show for the weird ones.
Way to go, Sawstone. We love you guys.
Always kills it.
We love you.
Yep.
Battle of the Beers.
Battle of the Beers winner, Kentucky Common. Photoshop like a little championship belt. Champion.
All right, Bo. Yeah. What are we doing next week?
Next week, we're going to do Moeller Brew Barns. Go for golfing. What kind is it? A session IPA.
Session IPA, yeah.
I wanted to put an accent on it.
I could tell
Make
you
it
did.
French.
But
a
yeah,
session.
Obviously, I would imagine that most of you guys don't even have to hear me tell you what we're doing from Gopher Golfing, but we'll make it official. I guess technically, knowing us, they don't know if we were doing the first or the second.
Yeah.
So
that's
yeah,
true.
we're doing.
We never do anything in any kind of order, do we?
So we are doing Caddyshack.
Yay!
We are doing the first one. We're doing it in order. We're doing it the right way. We saw this and we couldn't pass it up.
It's perfect.
It's good. Wait, some
more
you guys will see in our photos for social media. You guys will probably see in the video next week. We'll probably have it up. Also on top of the name being perfect.
Yeah,
we didn't even see the name. We just saw the picture.
Yeah,
like that's what we're using
golfing
it for.
Gopher on the can. It's like, oh well, Caddyshack, obviously.
Truly perfect. There was no other option. Like it was the only way to go. Yeah. All right. We are done. Bo, anything you want to tell everybody before we totally wrap it up?
I want everyone, and this is very important to me. It'll make my day. It'll make me happy. It'll boost my low self-esteem if you just hit all the buttons. See, there's a little bell, and you hit it, and then you got to do the things. If you don't do the things, you don't get all the things. You got to hit all the things.
Well, and you have to hit the like button because it's been doing lots of cool things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a ghost.
Pings, or
sometimes it's a director. It's like the
like the little clacker. It's now hit the button just to make it do
a cool thing. So that way maybe you can start to figure out, because I'm trying to figure out what things make it do what things.
Right. Is it based on what we're talking about?
It is, but sometimes it's random.
So if we're talking about like a horror movie, it's a ghost?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hit the buttons. Dude, that's badass.
Tell us what you saw.
Does the subscribe? Yeah, hit the button. Tell us what you saw on this episode. That's cool as fuck. Hit the subscribe button. Go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Chronology, where I talk about history, and hit those buttons. I want to know what the history buttons do.
I would imagine it's usually the same.
Like
let's find out what a history button does.
It does like a scroll. Oh, little Gregorian chant. Fucking music hits when you hit the subscribe button. But yeah, go do that. Hit all this. I don't really have a joke for this one, but fuck, I love this movie. Brain.